In the last installment on the Yard Art Model A, well, I got all my roof structure completed inside the car, made all the bows, arched all the tubing, and got the complete perimeter and structure of the roof framing done, as well as I cut out this piece of 18 gauge sheet metal and heavily bead rolled it for a new top on the old Yard Art Model A. So today is going to be all about welding this piece of sheet metal down and making the brand new visor for the front of it. I'm basically going to use the old visor as a template, copy that, and get the new visor welded into the roof line. It's basically going to be part of the roof. When I put that on, it will not be removable from the car anymore. It will just flow into the roof line. So let's get clamping this thing down and get it welded down. All right, so just mark these out real quick where the bows are going to be if my marker actually worked. Hold on. All right, so I'll lay a couple marks here real quick just to reference where my bows are, just so I can get those areas painted. Now I can take that off. And spray a little bit of paint on the top of those bows in that panel. So while the flat black is drying on the bows and the bottom of the roof section, I am gonna go ahead and start cutting some of this into strips to get that on top of the bows here in about 15 or 20 minutes when it dries. I noticed it's already flashing off pretty good. It's like 85 out today, so should be a 10 or 15 minute deal before I can get those strips on there. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and start off by putting one tack in the back center of this thing and trying to work out all this extra material. Not too bad. That thing laid out pretty nice on the top of this car. As you saw here at the last couple minutes of me finishing off the front, I did have to work quite the extra material both ways. Kind of drove some this way, drove some that way, and got those ripples out of the front of it. There's a few areas that can be addressed right there, which you guys probably can't even see. There's a little low spot here, a little dip. And up here in the front, this side's a little more flat and laid down than over here. There's just a little extra material in here, and that was just the name of the game with me pushing out those oil cans here in the front of the thing. Now, I could have maybe cheated just a little bit more this way, kind of compensated for that, but that's really hard to kind of try to eyeball and figure out while you're doing it. And the other thing is, I'm about to weld all the way around the perimeter now. I'll take my time and stitch and go around and around till it's all welded up. Things are going to change after that. Usually. usually for the better, to be honest, in this case. Once I start putting that heat in, it's gonna start walking and relieving pressure. A little bit of heat will start sending some high spots other ways and kind of lax it out by the time I weld around this thing completely. So be interesting to see what happens. This one actually turned out really nice. I've had a lot more trouble in the past laying them down this good, and this was just bang right off the bat laid down. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld this thing down. Not on the front, because up here in the front the visor is going to be integrated in. Like I said, it's going to come up and butt to this front edge. So let me weld those 3 sides solid, and we're going to see what happens. A little low spot back there and a little lower here than here. So by the time I'm done welding, let's see if any of that corrects itself or gets worse. That's it. Basically, I cut these tack welds over here on this side where I kind of was saying that high spot was, and all I had to do was lightly push down with my glove on and kind of work back and forth twice, and it all came out. And all it took was cutting these few stitch welds, using my fist to hold it down, kind of work it back and forth. That stretched that material right out towards the front end, and now everything looks great. So things tend to move around like that. You just got to keep an eye on it. As I was stitching around and I made 1 or 2 more passes, I could see that there was an abundance of material headed that way, or that was trapped up here. Just by cutting those welds and working it a little bit, bang, it came right out, and it looks great now. So now I can go ahead and really hammer down and pound some heat to it and finish up the welding, and everything should be good at that point. So continue on. So a couple hours later, and I got the roof skin completely ground down now, chased some pinholes, filled a bunch of pinholes in around, and I also welded the seams up from the tack strip to the top over here. I did a little bit of hammering on both sides and got everything pretty nice right now. I saw a couple more pinholes in the back I'll have to fill, but I am probably also going to put a body line or fill these tack strip areas in at some point, so I'll catch some of it then. But for the most part, yeah, the roof is completely welded down. Right here, there's a little bit of a low spot, and I will address that in the future. I'm not going to worry about it right now, because that will probably be easier once the floor is in, and I'll make basically a stick with a piece of nylon or some type of plastic on the end and just kind of work that out over there, kind of stretch the material just a little bit because of that low spot. Other than that one spot, which honestly, I probably don't even have to touch it. It looks totally fine. I guess it just bothers me because I see it every time I look at it. But anyway, roof is done, welded down, ready to go. And basically at this point in time, I want to make the visor, because the visor finishes off the front of the roof. Everything will be completely welded down after that is on. So I am gonna grab the original visor and I'm gonna beat on it with a hammer a little bit because it's pretty messed up. Make a template off the original and cut me a brand new one. All right, flatten this out a bit. Good enough. Paper. There. So, new visor is cut. Turned out pretty nice. Got all the rust D8 off of it, and I cut these strips to double up my face side edge, just like the original, which you can see here. That was hemmed over. It was actually bent over and formed that way. I am gonna go ahead and weld these completely onto here, all the way along the front edge, and grind them off to kind of mimic this design or give it some strength on the front side edge. Just because I really don't want to have to roll and hammer all that stuff by hand. I think it's going to be easier to do it this way, kind of like way back when I did the edges of the doors and cut off the original edges and put a strip in there, welded up the whole vertical of the door and ground it off. Same concept over here. So that's what I'm shooting for, and I was thinking about it a little bit. Should I put them on now while it's flat, or after I bend the visor into shape? Best bet, I think, in this case is to put them on first, because if I put them on first, I can clamp the visor down to the table and eliminate some warpage from welding this all the way across the front side. So let me get this set up, and I will show you how I'm gonna go about this. So I got the first strip tacked into place, and as you can see here, I did not butt the edges together. I actually put the strip a little bit up from the edge of the actual visor. That way, when I shoot this with weld, basically I can grind it flat on the bottom edge of the visor section, and then when I bevel the back or smooth the back off, I know I will have some weld remaining in there so none of the edges split. So basically I'm gonna shoot there, start stitching this, shoot that gap all the way down, take my time as to not warp this. And once it's all filled in, I'll go ahead and move it over, do the other half, grind everything off, form this into shape. Should be good to go. Little skinny. It will work. All right, guys, well, I left off last night tacking the visor into place here, and came in this morning and I did not like it. It had a big crown right in the center of it. And I probably should have clamped these angle irons and tubes on here last night before tacking it on the car, but it had a really big crown and it was up way too far. I probably underbent my bend just a little bit in the brake last night, and it didn't look right. From the front side, it had a really big curve up in the middle, and you could see a lot of that header panel, where right now, kind of hard to tell with all that stuff clamped on there, but it looks right now. I bent everything down and I actually had to cut the sides loose, and as you can see here, I have this marked out. I'm gonna take some more off. Before, it was obviously, I can't really bend it up, but it was up like this, and this angle of the visor here was way up in the air like that. I bent it back to a point now where this is flat, where this is a 90 from the bottom of this to the pillar of the car, which I think looks a lot better, and it makes it come out almost level with the bottom of the header panel back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little more off of here, get this clamped into place, throw a few more tacks at it to get some heat in, and I'll probably pull this stuff all off to see if that helped take that big dumb crown out of the front of it, or if I have to put all this stuff back on, which I probably will do anyway. When I do all the finish welding, that way as the heat goes in, these bars hold the edge straight. So let me wrap this thing up. That definitely rolled into place a lot easier than it did last night. I just want to see real quick before I get to the welding. Did it help with the ridiculous crown the visor had in it? And you know what, the answer is yes already, because it was a lot worse than that before. Oh, definitely. Yeah, when I came in this morning, there was a big crown on the front of this, and yeah, it just wasn't fit quite right. It was about 8 o'clock last night when I tacked it into place, so. Oh, much better. Much better. All right, I'm gonna put those bars back on. It's nice and flat, and you can see just a little bit of the header panel from the front back there behind me. Yeah, it looks good. Back together. Let's weld. So that wraps up the roof skin install and the visor build and install. And I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It looks awesome. I can't wait to get it down on the ground at ride height where you can actually see it a little bit better without being up on a ladder, but we're getting there. I'm getting there on the fabrication. Floor pans and deck lid are the only two big ticket items left for fab on the body. After that, a few pinholes to fill in, and it's time to start getting ready for paint after that. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with floor pans or a deck lid next. Till next time.